Ladies and gentlemen, seekers of truth and knowledge, welcome to a one-of-a-kind experience that will take you on a captivating journey beyond our world. Today, we have a special treat for you as we sit down with the renowned Andromedan Contactee Alex Collier. Prepare yourself for a rapid-fire question and answer session that delves into the depths of cosmic wisdom and unveils the mysteries of the universe. As always, please remember to like this video and share it with your friends and family. That way, it gets seen by more truth seekers. So, without further ado, here are today's rapid-fire questions and answers.
Hi, Alex. You have often mentioned how history has been misrepresented in our educational system, as well as our general information about it. For example, I am listening to the Great Causes lecture on the Federalist Papers. Is this misleading also? Would greatly appreciate if there possibly may be any resources you trust and recommend that provide the true and accurate any resources that you trust and recommend that provide the true and accurate account of history on any and all levels. Many thanks always.
Well, I'm still putting that together. That's a great question, William, Stephanie. Thank you. That's a really, really good question. I'm not familiar with the piece that you're listening to. Some people in a group that I share information with, there is apparently a 10-part series, I think, or an 8-part series titled Europa that was just shared yesterday. I have not seen it, but those people that are in this group, who I greatly respect, say it's remarkable. It's very, very disturbing, because from what they're seeing, it appears to be very accurate history. I'll let you know, but I'm just giving you a heads up. It's something that I'm going to be looking into, and it's titled Europa. But there are other elements and sources, and what I can do is I can work to put a list together of what I found to be accurate sources of history and information as far as I've been able to verify. And I will forward that list to James and work with him to see if we can't put that up on the website. And then once that's up there, I will share that information with you on a particular webinar or a Q&A, whatever we're doing at that particular time. Very, very soon, we're going to get nothing but accurate history and accurate information. There will come a point very, very soon where the cabal, the deep state, the regressive alien faction will simply no longer have any power here. And that's when we will get genuine truth and information. Because the white hats, the benevolence, the 80% of humanity, they want to know the truth. They want to move to higher ground. Because that's our true nature, is to evolve into a higher frequency. You know, that's who we are naturally as souls. Because we remember on some level of ourselves the higher frequencies. We remember experiencing the joy, experiencing the love, experiencing the overall encompassing compassion that we all share with each other, because on some level we are each other. It's coming. We're very, very close to that. And it will just flip. It'll just flip, and you'll know it. You will all feel the shift of the frequency, of the energy. And we're very close. We are very, very close to this now. So just hang in there. Keep marching forward. Keep doing what you're doing. Maintain your momentum forward. And try not to get discouraged. I know it's hard, especially if you listen to the news. Don't listen to the news. It's not good for you. It's just not good for you. You know, its intention and its design on a frequency level is to take you and throw you to the floor. You know, because they're assholes. They're just assholes. So, and they're doing this intentionally. They're doing this for money, for power, and because they're all compromised. Because they're, you know, even if they wanted to get out of it, most of them couldn't do it because they're so compromised. They've done horrible things. So they have to do what they're doing. So, and I can have a sliver of compassion for that. But the fact that they allowed themselves to be compromised, that's where it ends. You know, that's where the compassion ends for me, because they made that decision. They made the choice to harm others so that they could have their notoriety, their fame, their wealth. So that's where it ends for me.
Defending sacred ground. I've always been so intrigued by that title. How was it inspired? To guard against making personal assumptions, what is the sacred ground and how are we to be defending it? I assume that title is just as relevant today as it was when it was first put forth, if not more. With great appreciation for all you are to do all you do.
Thanks, guys. Thank you very much for that. Actually, the title came from Morrissey. It was him. I had a dream, and in the dream was the cover of the book. It was an eagle sitting on a tree limb, and behind it was the aurora borealis and the stars and some mountains. And I saw this long before I ever found the actual photograph. And when I shared that with Morrissey during a contact, he just looked at me and he smiled this huge grin, and he said, "Yes, we're all here to defend the sacred ground." There it is. There it is. So it was him. It was him. So, and yes, it is relevant, because that's exactly what we're doing. It's exactly what we're doing. The earth, there is so much more to her as a soul, as a being, than any of us realize. And we'll all be learning that together as well. It's not every day a planet can jump dimensions, you know. It's not every day it happens. So, you know, she's got some game that we don't know about. The Earth's got game that we don't know about. And she has an amazing intelligence. You know, just look at the ecosystem, how complicated it is, how evolved that it is. That is a clue as to the level of her consciousness. Yep, she's got game. So I'm sure that sometime in the near future, we're all going to understand that. Great question.
Hi, Alex. In the elite's plan to reduce the population, what factors determine who will survive? Could it be bloodline, certain DNA, or those easily manipulated to become slaves?
Wow, that's a great question, Nancy. Not being part of the deep state, I'm not sure that I have that answer, because I would not be part of the deep state. Everything they do abhors me, abhors me. I just, I think what they do and why they do and the reasons for doing it is simply unconscionable. I simply don't know. I do not know who it is that they have chosen, other than some things that have been posted throughout the internet that a large faction of the Chinese people were to be spared because they don't rebel against their government ever. So they're easy to control and manipulate. That is enlightening and sad at the same time to me. So, because they'll never be free, ever. And maybe as a culture, they don't want to be free. I simply don't know that. I myself personally have never met an individual who, given the choice to be a slave or free, would choose slavery. I've just never met anybody like that. So I don't know how to answer that question because I don't know. Maybe we'll find out at some point. Maybe history will write that, what their true agenda was, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I've also heard that the intention was not to kill everyone. They wanted to just enslave and then move us out to other planets to enslave or to, occupy and to migrate and take over other solar systems to expand the dark agenda. I don't buy that bullshit either. I really don't. Because, there are benevolent civilizations that are just not going to let this shit go on. They are not going to let this darkness infect their star systems. It isn't going to happen. It's just not. So that's rubbish as well, in my opinion. This okay, we're benevolent and we're just not going to interfere. Well, when it affects them, they interfere. They get involved. When it affects the future of everyone, they get involved. When they see a race being enslaved and then being genocided, and the race itself has no way to deal with this dark intervention that's occurred without their consent whatsoever, they get involved. Otherwise, there'd be no reason for an alliance, right? There'd be no reason for all these councils just to sit around, sip tea, and say, well, yeah, they're screwed. There's nothing we can do. But they are coming our way. They're now colonizing some of the moons and some of our systems. But we're just going to continue to ignore it and sip tea. No, that is not what's happening. It's simply not. It's not how this works. Otherwise, what's the point of having a duality if you're just going to cave and let one duality take over? It's just not how it works, guys. Okay?
We have a source of intelligence to tap into from Mother Earth. Do the A's have a planetary intelligence from their origin that they connect to when they are living on their ships? In 5D and beyond, do souls still connect with planetary intelligences like Earth cultures do with Mother Earth and Gaia? Fabulous.
Wow. Michelle, boom, you get the 4 stars today. And the answer to that is yes. On their motherships, the park areas, they are part of the surface of their planet. It's literally, they take part of their planet and they put it in these park zones. It is their planet. And their culture, their sunrises, the stars, the plant life, all of it represents and is part of their home worlds. So to the answer to that question is yes. Does it have the same level of consciousness? I don't know, but the people themselves have that consciousness already. They carry their home with them wherever they are internally. They carry the consciousness of their race with them internally wherever they are. So even though they may be across the galaxy or in another galaxy, they are consciously always connected to home, to source. Yes, that I do know is a fact. And I would think it's the same for other star nations as well. That are explorers and are migrating out. They never forget the home. Yes. Pleiadians are very much like this as well. The loss of one of their planets during the Civil War had a profound effect on everyone there. A profound effect. And they are very, very connected to their home worlds, what it represents, what it means, the energy, the frequency of it, because they've lost one. And that had a profound effect on them.
Dear Alex, as my soul wakes up, my family and friends seem to be entrenched in the Matrix. I feel such deep loss and grief from this world as I knew it from only a few years ago. I had a vivid dream last January of a person on a spaceship who said they could not wait to see me again. As life is now, I am in nature and meditate with love. Are there processes that enable us to know what role we play here in 3D that would make us stay here rather than ascend to 5D?
You know, I can't answer that question for you. That's an individual, though I completely empathize with everything that you've expressed, your sorrow and your frustration. I get that. I totally get that. But all you can do is hold the light. That's all you can do. It's not our job to save anybody. Our job is to hold the light. And if someone asks you about it, you share the knowledge. But you cannot make anyone do anything. So just bless them. Bless them where they are. Bless them on the journey that they're experiencing. You know, bless them through the hardships. Bless them through the awakening process that hopefully they will begin to experience. Just bless them and love them. And for those that are at a distance, love them from a distance. Always see their highest good. Always see them in a higher light. And that's all you can do. And that's a lot. That's real energy. That's cosmic energy. That's energy from source. When you when you hold that when you hold them in their highest light. That's all you can do. And that's good work. Just doing that is good work. Okay? So take off some of the burden that you have. It's not yours to bear. They'll be okay. They will find their way home.
Hi, Alex. I recently watched a video on Telegram of someone demonstrating what high frequency does to the side of a car. It jiggled like jello. That's make me think that our homes and belongings may not be able to exist in a high frequency environment, which seems a bit scary. How do you envision our physical environments when we reach the fifth dimension?
You won't need your condo. Okay? Your flat screen TV isn't going with you. You won't need it. You won't need your clothes. You won't need your minks. You won't need your car. You won't need any of that. Fourth density is very different than third density. Fifth density is dramatically different than fourth density. Shouldn't the focus be on getting to fourth density, to creating a new life, to being a more expansive, self-aware, spiritual being? If you're worried about your car and other stuff, then in my opinion, you're still stuck. Then you're still stuck. You're still stuck in this matrix. And I'm not trying to offend. I'm not. The fact of the matter is, you don't need all that stuff. You don't. Not in fourth. And it would be great if we had more contactees who have experienced fourth and spent a considerable amount of time there. That would be spectacular. I have not. I can only talk about fifth. But the difference between third and fourth is dramatic. You're freer. You're more free. Your intuition is off the charts. Your physical form is bigger. You will be healthier. You will live longer because of the frequencies. But your responsibility for what it is that you create is also greater, because the manifestation of what you wish for and intend is a lot quicker than here on third density. So, and what comes with that is more responsibility. Okay? Your hot Mustang isn't going to make it. Your hot Mustang is not going to make it.
With all the lies and secrets we've been living with, we don't even know what we are standing on. Did the A's ever show you or explain to you what our Earth really is? Did you get to see it from a ship? Thank you for all your info.
Yes, many times. I mean, we didn't always leave and go deep into space. A lot of times we would just sit in the atmosphere or just outside the atmosphere, outside the ionosphere, and we would just hang out. It is not a dinner plate. I don't give a shit what anybody tells you. I don't care what the psyop is. The Earth is not a dinner plate. The only two places it's semi-flat is at the very top where the polar opening is at the North Pole, and the same in the South Pole, in Antarctica, where the opening is there. There you see a leveling. The rest of it is round, circular. End of story, period. Which is why I don't even address this nonsense. And it's nonsense. But hey, whatever floats your boat. The Earth is a living being. And yes, she has a hollow inside. And yes, she has many interesting, gigantic caverns and rivers. There is more fresh water in the Earth than there is on the Earth, on the surface. It's remarkable who she really is. And it's a gift to be living on her. It is a privilege to be here with who she is. And all of that will be made very, very clear to everyone when we learn the history, when that is rolled out. But first, we have some things to deal with up front. And that is a cancer that is affecting our human civilization. And it is a cancer. It's a fungus, no question about it.
To what extent is what we think of as karma some sort of technology, possibly fourth dimension, that has been foisted upon us? I've also heard that it is a system of deceptive contracts we have been duped into agreeing with. Or do we exist within a greater system of accountability and balance? Is there any clarity that you might be able to shed?
Well, I understand what I'm about to say flies in the face of thousands of years of spiritual guru information. Is one responsible for one's actions, physical actions, especially when it comes to harming others? The answer to that is yes. But what is reality? Reality is what you think it is. It's what you think. Your life is what you think. What you create is a result of what you think. Now, going back to what I said previously, there are situations where there is interference, where others will seek to harm you and do harm to you. This metaphysical blind that, whatever happens to you, you call to you, it's a lie. It's an outright fucking lie. And I'm sorry to use that word, the French word, although it's really not French. It's actually English. Fortification under consent of the king. That's where it first came from. It's a lie. You think these spiritual beings, these kids coming in, they've chosen this? No, they came in to enlighten humanity. Not to be dinner. Hell no. 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 There's an evil here that has to be rooted out. And as long as we keep backing up, as long as we keep giving up ground, that is not going to stop. God, I've been saying this for years. I don't know what else to say without repeating myself.
There you have it, fellow truth seekers. An enlightening and exhilarating rapid-fire question and answer session with the remarkable Alex Collier, sharing his profound encounters with the benevolent Andromedan extraterrestrial beings. As we continue on our cosmic journey, let us embrace the wisdom of the Andromedans and carry their message of love, unity, and compassion with us. Together, we can create a world where humanity stands united, ready to embrace the wonders that await us in the vast expanse of the universe. If you found this rapid-fire question and answer session fascinating, don't forget to hit that like button and share this video with your friends and family. Subscribe to our channel and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on more captivating content like this. Thank you for joining us on this incredible adventure. Until next time, may the stars guide you on your path of enlightenment and exploration, and remember to always seek knowledge and stay curious. If you would like to see Andromedan Contactee Alex Collier live via video stream, we host an online seminar 3 times a month on a Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. For more information and dates of upcoming online seminars, please visit alexcollier.org. Please click on one of the above videos to seek more of Alex Collier's knowledge.